Locating places on the Earth. Class 6 Social Science, Geography. NCERT Chapter 1 Full Explanation. Learn about maps, globes, latitudes, longitudes, time zones, east and more. Perfect notes plus questions and answers for quick revision. Brought to you by Station Vidya, connecting minds globally. Why maps matter. Maps help locate places and understand geography. Maps represent areas from a top view. Different types of maps: physical, political, and thematic. Components of a map. 1. Distance. Maps are scaled to show real-world distance. 2. Direction. Includes cardinal, N, E, S, W, and intermediate directions, NE, NW, SE, SW. 3. Symbols. Represent landmarks, boundaries, rivers, etc. Types of maps. Physical map. Shows mountains, rivers, etc. Political map. Displays countries, states, cities. Thematic map. Highlights specific data like rainfall, crops. Understanding the globe. Coordinates. Used to locate any place on Earth. Based on two values. Latitude. Distance from the equator, horizontal lines. Longitude. Distance from the prime meridian, vertical lines. Latitude. Equator equals 0 degrees, divides Earth into north and south. North Pole equals 90 degrees north, South Pole equals 90 degrees south. Impacts climate. Torrid, hot, temperate, moderate, frigid, cold zones. Longitude. Prime meridian equals 0 degrees, passes through Greenwich, UK. Helps determine local time and time zones. Local time and standard time. Earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours equals 15 degrees per hour. Local time changes every 15 degrees of longitude. Standard time is used by countries to avoid confusion. East, Indian Standard Time, equals GMT plus 5 hours 30 minutes. Special lines and facts. International dateline. At approximately 180 degrees longitude. Crossing it changes the date, not time. Ancient India used Ujjain, Madhya Rekha, as its prime meridian. Important points. A map is a top view of an area drawn to scale. Cardinal directions. N, S, E, W scale converts real-world distances into smaller measurements on a map. Symbols help represent data where space is limited. Latitude and longitude form a grid to locate places accurately. The globe represents Earth more accurately than a flat map. Standard time avoids confusion across longitudes. One time zone covers 15 degrees of longitude. Questions, activities and projects. Question 1. Returning to page 10 and to Fig. 5.2 in Chapter 5 of this textbook, taking the scale to be 2.5 centimeters equals 500 kilometers, calculate the real distance from the estuary of the Narmada River to the estuary of the Ganga River. Answer. Let's assume the distance between the two estuaries on the map is approximately 6 centimeters, rounded off as per the hint. Scale. 2.5 centimeters equals 500 kilometers. So, 1 centimeter equals 2.5 centimeters represents 500 kilometers. Rightwards double arrow 1 centimeter equals 500 divided by 2.5 equals 200 kilometers. 6 centimeters equals 6 times 200 equals 1,200 kilometers. Therefore, the real distance is approximately 1,200 kilometers. Question 2. Why is it 5:30 p.m. in India when it is 12 p.m. or noon in London? Answer. India is located 82.5 degrees east of Greenwich, London. The Earth rotates 15 degrees in 1 hour. 82.5 degrees divided by 15 degrees equals 5.5 hours. So, India is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. That's why when it is 12 p.m. in London, it is 5:30 p.m. in India. Question 3. Why do we need symbols and colors in the map? Answer. Symbols and colors are used in maps to represent features clearly within limited space. Identify landmarks like roads, rivers, hospitals, schools, etc. Make the map easy to read and understand for everyone. They save space and make communication through maps efficient. Q4. Find out what you have in the 8 directions from your home or school. Activity-based answer. Directions may vary. Here's an example. From my school: north, police station; south, railway station; east, hospital; west, market; northeast, library; northwest, park; southeast, mall; southwest, bus stand. Question 5. What is the difference between local time and standard time? Write 100 to 150 words. Answer. Local time is based on the position of the sun in the sky and changes with every degree of longitude. Each place experiences sunrise, noon, and sunset at different times depending on its location. However, this can create confusion within a country, especially a large one like India. Therefore, countries use a fixed standard time, usually based on the longitude that passes through the center of the country. In India, the Indian Standard Time, East, is based on 82.5 degrees east longitude, and it is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of GMT. While local time varies across places like Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh, East remains the same throughout the country, making schedules and communication easier. Question 6. Delhi's and Bengaluru's latitudes are 29 degrees north and 13 degrees north. Their longitudes are almost the same, 77 degrees east. How much will be the difference in local time between the two cities? Answer. Since longitude affects time and both cities are on the same longitude, 77 degrees east, there is no difference in local time between Delhi and Bengaluru. However, latitude affects climate, not time. So, the time will be the same, but the temperature and daylight duration might differ. Question 7. Mark the following statements as true or false. Explain your answers. Statement true, false explanation. A. All parallels of latitude have the same length. Cross mark false. Explanation. Only the equator is the longest, other parallels become shorter as they move toward poles. B. The length of a meridian of longitude is half of that of the equator. Check mark true. Explanation. Longitudes are semicircles from pole to pole, while the equator is a full circle. C. The South Pole has a latitude of 90 degrees south. Check mark true. Explanation. It lies at 90 degrees south of the equator. D. In Assam, the local time and the east are identical. Cross mark false. Explanation. Assam is east of the central meridian, so its local time is ahead of east. E. Lines separating the time zones are identical with meridians. Cross mark false. Explanation. Time zone lines are not always straight, they follow country borders and practical needs. F. The equator is also a parallel of latitude. Check mark true. Explanation. The equator is the 0 degrees latitude line dividing Earth into northern and southern hemispheres. Question 8. Solve the crossword below. From page 25 of the NCERT textbook, here is the answer key to the crossword puzzle. Lowercase letters across. Scale. Lets you squeeze a huge area into your map. Globe. A convenient sphere. Equator, the longest parallel of latitude. Greenwich, the place the prime meridian is attached to. Map. So convenient to find your way. Latitude. A measure of the distance from the equator lowercase letters down. Longitude. A measure of the distance from the prime meridian. Coordinates. These two together allow us to locate a place. Grid. What latitudes and longitudes together create. East. The time we all follow in India. Pole. On top of the world. IDL. An abbreviation for a line across which the day and date change. Worksheet is pinned in the top comment. Click, download, and revise smart. You did it. Chapter 1 Locating Places on the Earth, completed. Key takeaways. Map equals representation of the Earth's surface. Latitude plus longitude equals exact location. Time zones plus IST equals global time system. Equator, prime meridian, and date line equals Earth's reference points. Now you can locate any place on Earth, like a pro. What's next? Revise using notes and solve worksheet. Watch the next chapter for more geography fun. Drop your doubts in the comments. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. For more SST lessons by Station Vidya, connecting minds globally.